When I first started wearing makeup, I was probably about like 10 or 11, and my oldest sister, she had like a box of makeup with like a bunch of stuff that I thought was so exciting. I used to like go in there before school like every day and like put on like a little bit of concealer and like some mascara and white eyeshadow, and I thought I looked so cool, and then I'd like go to school and they'd tell me to wash it off. I first started getting artistic with makeup probably when I was at Media Makeup, which is where I studied my Cert 2. And we started learning about photographic makeup and looking more into like editorial and like just more avant-garde sort of stuff. And I just was obsessed with like the amount of colour that was used and like the different textures and styles. And then I just started making my own stuff, I guess, and getting more out of the box and creative. Most people think of art as like paintings and drawings, but like art can be in anything. Like art's in clothing and nature and like buildings and things like that. And for me, art's my makeup and like the looks that I create on myself and other people. Growing up, I tried to use art as like an outlet, but I was never good with painting or drawing, anything like that. So when I started doing makeup, I found it was easier to use my face as my canvas. I get inspiration from, I don't know, like paintings and drawings and nature sometimes, like colours and things. I'll just like throw a bunch of colours together that I might have seen somewhere put together. Or like drag queens, my main inspiration, I guess, because like I'm obsessed with them. So like with contouring and stuff, I've used a lot of their techniques. They're just not afraid to be weird and like be themselves, and they're such strong people as well, because like they just go out into the world in a way that's like no one else, and people judge them but they don't care, and that's really inspiring for like, I think everyone should find that inspiring really, because I never was confident growing up, and now I'll go out looking like a freak and I don't care what anyone says. And I guess, yeah, drag queens have really helped me in that way. I get so much joy out of like creating looks and stuff, because it is like expressing myself. When I'm stressed out, it helps me like deal with that by just going somewhere else and like creating a look and being myself, and I don't know, it just takes everything away. I've struggled with like lots of dark thoughts and like depression and things like that, and a lot of my looks tend to go to that kind of darker side, and I feel like maybe I've used makeup to turn something really dark and negative into something more positive, and like it can be fun. Yeah, that's how I've used my emotions to put out there so they're not so scary, I guess. I don't think it's a healthy attitude that people have towards makeup generally. They seem to think that women shouldn't wear makeup because it means they're insecure. I wear makeup because it makes me feel like empowered. I did used to use makeup to cover up because I used to be extremely self-conscious of like everything. But then once I started getting more creative, and like, because I've always been sort of like weird, I guess, so I just started putting myself on my face, if that makes sense. Like all the stuff that was in my head, like being as weird on the outside as I felt on the inside. And yeah, I don't think I use it as a cover-up anymore. If anything, it's like just putting myself out there and using makeup to be myself rather than covering up who I am. My name's Layla McKay and I'm a makeup artist.